Yahushua coming back, then, you know, in the spirit, he's gonna understand that he fucked up, and then, on that moment, he's gonna be willing to give all praises, but that ain't gonna save him, you know? That ain't gonna save him.
But then it's too late.
It's gonna be hella late, you know?
Yeah, because this is what it says right here in Proverbs chapter, I'll grab it real quick. This is Proverbs chapter 13, verse 13, and it reads, "Whoso despises the word shall be destroyed, but he that feareth the commandment shall be rewarded."
Exactly, who despises the word. So if you despise the word of Yahweh Ba'Sham Yahushua, you're gonna be destroyed for that. But so, but if you, how you said it, understand this word, you understand this word, you know. By understanding this word, you already basically, how you said it, you already make your chance of salvation big, you know, just by understanding already. No, he grabbed him. He told him to come, but maybe, yeah. Hmm? Yeah.
Back in Isaiah 29 and 10, and for the Lord hath poured out upon you the spirit of deep sleep, and hath closed your eyes.
Yeah, it's not for everybody. So, you know, you also got to realize, you know, when you talk to somebody and you try to explain somebody something and he doesn't get it, you know, but there are two difference between those things. You know, somebody might understand, not understand it, but is willing to understand it, and you got somebody who does the understanding, and he don't want to understand it, you know. He don't want to understand, you know. Yeah, God. The scripture was done. Was the scripture done? What you were reading?
Yeah, it was. Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's right.
And hath closed your eyes, the prophets and your rulers and your seers have he covered. Isaiah 29 and 10, for the Lord hath poured out upon you the spirit of deep sleep, and hath closed your eyes, the prophets and your rulers, the seers have he covered.
Yeah, so those people, you know, these preachers, all those people in the church, you know, they are all blinded. It's not for them to understand it, you know. It's not for them to understand it. So, you know, and people be following these preachers in the church and stuff, you know, and think they're gonna bring salvation. Yeah, but hey, it's gonna be an how you said it, an horrible thing to wake up, you know, a rude awakening, you know. But yeah, like I was saying in the beginning, you know, so the thing that we're doing here is love, and it's not how you said it. It's not that we chose to do this, but we've been chosen, you know. If you can go to Ezekiel chapter 3 and 17, Brother Bishop. So, you know, so we be on the highways and byways, you know, in season, out of season. Now it's summertime. In the beginning, you had some doofers singing over there, you know, probably in the name of Jeebers. You know, yeah, now it's beautiful weather. You see those United in Caesar demons coming out, you know, preaching and stuff. When it's winter time, you don't see them, you know. Then they be like in Rotterdam, they be on the Lijnbaan where a lot of people are, and on Sunday it's really busy there. So it was, I said, crowded with people there, and then they are preaching there, you know, when on a sunny day. But you don't see them when it's freezing. We are the only ones here in Holland who are here for years, in season, out of season. You know, no matter the weather, freezing cold, in the rain, in the snow, in the burning sun, we're here, you know. And Yahweh Ratazah, we how said it? We continue to do that until it's time to stop with it, you know, because you can see by all those things that's going on, how YouTube is busy with deleting videos and stuff, you know, and channels, you know. Like almost every week, there's a word that you can use, you know. It's, you know, but those things shows us that you know, it's close to the end, because there's going to be a time, you know, in the beginning of this Rona circus, already was like, okay, they may already, they tried to make it by those rules. It was like, okay, it's going to be difficult for us to do the works, but actually they make it more beautiful because now we split up the camp, so we got more edification coming out. There's more videos flooding on YouTube. By making the numbers of people that can gather together by this rule. So while Esau thinks that he's going to make things difficult, he's the only thing that he's doing is fulfilling prophecy. He might think that he is in control, but he's not in control. This is the Most High's movie. We just have a part in it, and some people got a good part, and some people got the evil part in it. That's what it is. God.
This is Ezekiel 3 verse 17. Ezekiel 3 verse 17. Son of man, I've made thee a watchman.
Yeah, son of man, I've made thee a watchman. So like I said, that's not something that we woke up one day like, hey, I think maybe in the next month or maybe next year, I'm going to be a preacher, I'm going to stand on the highways and byways and proclaim the words of Yahweh Shem El Shai. No, you've been called to do that, man, because for myself, I never was a person that likes to talk a lot, like when you had the things back on the elementary school, when you have like a book present or stuff like that, that was already a
presentation.
Yeah, a presentation. You have to make a presentation or stuff. For me, that was already a big thing for me to stand in front of the classroom and make a presentation. And talk about sometimes you make a presentation concerning an animal or whatever. You got all kinds of topics. You got some books where you got some pictures in it. You send it to the class and stuff, and then you try to explain there what you know about this and that.
Yeah.
And those things already was like a huge thing for me. To be in attention, in the front like that. And then you find yourself years later on the highways and byways, on a place next to the station, a lot of people passing by, and like I said it many times, people know us, people know us, that's sometimes you don't realize it, but like a couple of weeks ago, when this demon started screaming and shit, then you see, all of a sudden you see all kind of people popping up like, yeah, they were standing here for years and this and that, fuck them, and this and that, then they show themselves, but you don't see them because a lot of people passing by, you don't remember like, okay, oh, I saw you a couple of weeks ago. We don't remember those faces, but they remember us.
Yeah.
From the moment we arrive at the station, get off the or maybe in the train even, people already looking at you. You got people that go to the same spot.
Yeah.
They're already looking at you. Oh, you're one of those guys who's standing here on Saturday.
Sure.
Yeah, you want to say something?
No. What you was speaking about made me think about stuff about Jeremiah, man. But we'll get to that later. I had a quick precept after this. Ezekiel 3 and 17, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel.
Yeah, to the house of Israel. So what this Christianity is teaching you, that is for everybody. It's not for everybody. It's for the house of Israel. That's how it was, and that's how it is until this day. It's only for the children of Israel, and first and foremost for the elect, because they're gonna understand it. The majority of the people don't want to hear it and ain't gonna understand it,
Okay. Have a quick precept on that. The book of Romans. Romans 11, verse 7.
The rest obtain it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can read it, but Nathaniel already.
Yeah, you have it?
Yeah, but come out
then
again.
it's good.
Yeah, but it's a spirit, yeah. It's a
That's
spirit
good.
that it comes up again, so yeah.
Yeah, man, that is good, man. Romans 11 and 7. What then? Israel had not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election had obtained it, and the rest were blinded.
Exactly. So the majority of people, they are blinded and they ain't gonna get it. when they're gonna realize is when Yahushua comes back and they're gonna be in horrible pain, die in horrible death. That's when they're gonna realize that they fuck up, you know. You know, like that meme that you always drop, you know, you
Yeah.
fuck up, right?
Yeah, man. From that menace to society, man.
Yeah.
You know he done fucked up now, right?
God.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's it. You know. Then they're gonna realize because through the Spirit, you know, Yahweh Basham Yahushua gonna make you understand why you are in that situation. You know, you're gonna understand it. You know, yeah.
Of, another one, quick one in Matthew 13. Let me jump here. Matthew 13, verse 11. Yahweh Shai speaking. Matthew 13. And let me start at 10. And the disciples came and said unto him, Why speakest thou unto them in parables?
Yeah, exactly. So the disciples came to Yahushua like, why are you speaking to them in a riddle, you know? Like it's, they be like, okay, it's already hard to understand, but you make it more difficult, you know? Okay?
He answered and said unto them, Because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given.
Exactly. The Most High have chosen the elect. The Most High choose who He wants to understand, who not. You know, it's not of us. It's of Yahweh Basham Yahushai. You know, and so and Yahushai said to them like, okay, it's chosen for you to understand it for them. What for them, to the Spirit, you already know is not for them. So I'm going to make it more difficult for them. Basically, I mark them, you know, so they will totally buck out and don't get it, you know.
Yeah. For whosoever had, to him shall be given, and he shall have more abundance. But whosoever had not, from him shall be taken away even that he had. Therefore speak I to them in parables, because they seeing not, and hearing they hear not. Because they seeing see not, and hearing they hear not, neither do they understand. And in them is fulfilled the prophecy of Isaiah, which said, By hearing ye shall hear, and shall not understand, and seeing ye shall see, and shall not perceive.
Exactly, and that goes for the majority of people, because you know, like a couple of weeks ago when this dude start bugging out, you know, those cats came in like, yeah, they've been standing here for years, so they hear us, they see us, but they don't understand what we're doing. You know, they don't understand. They can't place the scriptures yet. All dudes, all drugs dealers, you know, poisoning your own people, and then you want to come and talk shit to us while we showing your love, and you don't understand it. But when Yahushua is coming back with those chariots to burn you to powder, you know, when you're gonna die a horrible death, you know, with pain that will feel like forever, then you're gonna understand then you're gonna understand this, and then you're gonna understand that you fucked up, that you deserve every little bit of piece of pain that you're gonna get on that day, you know. And Yahweh Ratasa, we're gonna, you know, we are of that number, and we're gonna laugh and enjoy of your pain with Yahushua, you know. Yahweh Ratasa.
For this people's heart is wax gross.
Yeah, and the heart goes back to the Hebrew word la'ab, you know, the mind. La'ab, you know, the mind, you know. So the mind, I said it, wax. What's the word again?
For people's heart is wax gross.
Yeah, gross, you know. So it's worse. It's get from worse. The mind, they totally bugged out in the mind, you know. Just look around, you know. People are lost, man. Our people are lost, especially with this vaccination stuff going on. You see how people are lost. You know, my mother even told me, also a cousin of mine, she's always also maxed up, you know. And my mother said like, yeah, but she's working in healthcare. I'm like, yeah, but it's not mandatory yet, you know. So yeah, but then and she tried to convince my mother, and my mother keeps sending her clips that I also send to my mother, you know, from the group chat, you know, from people who are totally messed up after the vaccine, you know.
Yeah, it is, hey, man.
Yeah.
These people, man. I had the word gross. Matthew, let me see. It was in Matthew 13, yeah. Because you know you have making songs, you know, Max that
Yeah.
thing up, you know, Juvenile.
Yeah.
Now you have Spike Lee promoting
Yeah.
the MOTB, man.
Yeah,
Great.
You know,
Crazy,
the
man.
chip, man.
I saw the commercial. Yeah, man.
You know, all
And-
the money is out, you know.
Yeah.
New money.
Like it's out of style, man.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, it's oppressing us. So they put Jake in it. They put the native in it, you know. So like, you know, which is also Jake, you know, northern tribes, you know. They put them in it. And even in the commercial, you see a fucking transformer
Yeah,
in it, you
man,
know.
yeah,
Like,
man.
what the fuck? And there's also Jake, man. Like, you know, hey.
Talking about inclusivity or so, whatever they call it.
Yeah.
You gotta include everybody.
Everything. The whole alphabet is in it, you know.
Yeah, man.
All of them. The wax goes into to make thick. You know, get it. Why don't you get it into your thick skull, man?
Yeah.
You know, to make fatten, metaphorically to make stupid, to render the soul dull or callous. You know, and the dull is basically you don't hear. Let me look it up. Because ears is, become dull, and dull goes into muddy, tiresome, flat, monotonous, or monotonous, monotone in the Dutch. We look up the meaning. Dull, we look up in the dictionary in the Oxford languages. It goes into lacking interest or excitement. You know, lacking brightness, vividness, or sheen.
Yeah, brightness. They don't want the light. They want to be in darkness.
That's exactly what I was thinking, man.
Yeah, spirit.
Yeah, man. Lacking interest. So this word, if I may go to a quick precept in the book of Baruch 4. Baruch chapter 4, verse 4. O Israel, happy are we, for things that are pleasing to Yahweh are made known unto us. Be of good cheer, my people, the memorial of Israel. So, for us, happy are we, the ones that are of the elect, Yahweh desire of those men. You know, happy are we, because things that are pleasing to the Heavenly Father are made known unto us. That's what the brother was going into. That's a great blessing to be able to understand what's going on, man. You know, because that the oracles, you know, the words are made known. You know, the law, statutes, and commandments, the words are made known unto Israel, man. Like the Apostle Paul was saying, you know, what advantage does a Jew have? You know, a lot, man. Because unto us are proclaimed the oracles of Yahweh Basham Yahushai, man. The truth is with us, man. Sirach 24 speaks about that as well. You know, it's unto us. It's given unto us, man. The elect of the children of Israel. You know. And one more. This is the book of 1 Timothy 6, verse 6. Let me start a little bit higher. 1 Timothy 6. Let me get it out the sword, man. Like, just quick things is okay, but the book of 1 Timothy, the 2 Timothy, 1 Timothy, yeah. Let me start at verse 5. 1 Timothy 6 and 5. Perverse disputings of men of corrupt minds and destitute of the truth, supposing that gain is godliness, from such withdraw thyself. But godliness with contentment is great gain. You know? So, you know, the people that are going back and forth in their corrupt minds, talking all that bullshit out there for their own belly, making money, you know, destitute of the truth. They ain't got nothing going for themselves, you know, but their own bullshit, you know, and they don't deal in the spirit of Yahweh Basham Yahushai, you know, supposing that gain is godliness. You know, they think that getting waxing rich in this world, that is godliness, oh, I'm blessed, you know. From such withdraw thyself, but godliness with contentment is great gain.
And like the brother said, a lot of people think, just look at how many celebrities, you know, if they don't want to do certain things, then all of the sudden they can't access their money. You know, they are, they become broke. They have debt. You know, they talked about Michael Jackson. He had so many millions in debt, this and that. You know, while every song he made was #1. You know, how can a person like that be in debt? You know,
Yeah, even Tupac, right? They say he died broke. Biggie, all of these celebrities, man.
Yeah.
It's a regular thing. He rings you out twice, thrice. You know, till he can squeeze nothing more out of you, and then he's like, he laugh you to score and kick you to the curb, man.
yeah, man. You'll be all those things. You'll be in the studio, giving concerts and shit. Then you have to pay for the roadies. You have to pay for this. You have to pay for that. For the food for them. For the food for this and that. The lights. Blah blah blah. Making the album.
Hotels, tour bus.
Yeah. All the shit you have to pay for while you be busting your ass up. They leave you with a little bit money because you gotta realize, you know, for example, those basketball players, those NBA players, they making millions, right? They making millions. Okay, what about the owner? That already shows you like how much money do he got that he is able to pay those players. How many players they got in the team?
Like 16 or 15, something.
Yeah.
Plus they have their
The spare
upcoming,
ones.
you know, the second team,
Yeah.
or basically, how do you say that? Basically here they call it the beloftes, you know, basically the promising
Prospects.
team and the prospects.
Prospects.
Okay, come on. Yeah, they have them as well, and they get them contracts as well, because they've been, even with football, you know, the Van der Vaart, he was playing in Tottenham, you know, he already retired, the dude. And he said, like, man, when I came to Tottenham Hotspur, man, I saw a guy that was like barely, he was just 18 or even younger. You know, he was just legal to drive. He driving in the Aston Martin, man.
Yeah.
He was astonished. He was like, what? And that's how they do, man. These young cats, they barely got hairs on the chin and on their chest, and they're riding in these vehicles, man. And that's not good, man. If you're young and you get that,
Spoiled.
you're totally out of, you know, most of the people lack basically the ability to see what's going on in the world, because they're in La La Land, man.
Responsibility, all those things.
Yeah, man. It's easy for them, man, you know.
Yeah.
Quick precept. What you were talking about. For we brought nothing into this world, and it's certain we can carry nothing out.
Yeah, because when you're born, how do you enter this world? When you come out the womb, you know, when your mother gave birth to you, what did you have with you? Your spirit. That's all. You're born naked. You have nothing. You're born naked, and even your spirit is not yours. It's of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, you know. So you're born naked. So, and you know, there's also, you know, like the brother said, you know, like the scripture said, you come into this world with nothing. So now you want to collect all these things, and you think you're going to bring them with you? How many times have you heard of people, you know, they die without children, they had a lot of things, big house and whatever, then the person dies. Who comes to collect the house? The bank.
Government.
It goes to the bank, and then the
Yeah.
bank sell it, you
Yeah,
know,
man.
To make more profit.
to make more profit.
Yeah, man.
And having food and raiment, let us be therewith content.
Yeah, if you can cover your nakedness, you know, if you have clothes to put on, every day you can put on clothes, you know, clean clothes. You have a roof, you know, the scripture said it's better to have a mean cottage, you know. And that's talking about if you have a small place, you know, maybe you have a small place with a living room, or maybe it's one room where you also got your bed in it. It's already, you know, you got your toilet, you got your shower, you got your kitchen, you know, that's already beautiful. You got your own spot when you can be yourself, you know, when you can be on your own. That's already a blessing, you know.
Yeah, man.
To have a roof above your head, a place when you can retrieve, you know, where you can, you know, you go in the scriptures or whatever, you know, you take a little nap, or you take a shit loud as fuck on the toilet because it's your toilet,
Yeah,
you know.
man.
Things like that. If you want to shower an hour, you shower an hour because
Yeah,
it's your
man.
shower, you know.
Yeah, man.
There's nobody banging at the door who needs to be in the shower. No, if you have your own place, it's already a blessing. You can put on your clothes, you can take care of your daily bread. You know, you have food every day. That's already a blessing, you know. And of course, you know, there's nothing wrong if you have something more, you know, because you know you can work for yourself and stuff like that. You know, you can make more money. There's nothing wrong with it, but don't put your trust in that, you know, because if you look and see what's going on in the world, you should realize that there's going to be a time soon that all these things going to be cut off, you know. If they're going to make the MOB mandatory, then how are you going to receive your money? You know, if you don't have it, you don't have no money. You have to live off grid, you know. then you're gonna realize all the money that you had on the bank is nothing, you know. And they already, like the brother said, the Spike Lee made a commercial. They're already showing you like soon, you know, your cash money. You can't go nowhere with that, you know. They won't accept it. You already got stores where you cannot, and they put it concerning the Ronas, you know. They started with it more, you know. They already had a lot of, you know, like the Albertine to go, where you only can, you know, maybe they have one cashier there, but yeah, you have to scan your product and pay with your bank card, you know. So they're already showing you, like, you know, that very soon you ain't gonna be able to pay with cash money. And like for example, here in Holland, a lot of banks already started with if you want to take cash from the ATM, then you have to pay for it, you know, to take cash money from your own money. So if you want to take some cash money from your own money, you have to pay for it. It's your money. You wake up every day, wash your ass up for your money, and even before you get your money, they already grab the taxes from your money. You know, they already take taxes from your money, and then you want to take your money from the bank, you have to pay them again. You have to pay the bank for your own money.
And you pay monthly, yeah, man.
Yes.
For your
Yeah,
account.
also, yeah, you have to pay monthly for them storing your money. And it's a fucking bullshit,
Yeah,
man.
because it's digits, man.
Fucking demons.
Yeah, man. They're gonna pay, man.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
But they that will be rich fall into temptation and a snare, and into many foolish and hurtful lusts, which drown men in destruction and perdition.
Yeah, man. Don't you got those things, you know, like online, like, you know, you see stars from back then, and then you see them how they are nowadays, you know.
What happened to?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like, yeah, exactly. That's the thing. Yeah, what happened to this and that person? You see them being a junkie and shit, you know, messed up, totally no money, living on the streets and all
NBA
that.
player, man.
And they used to be big, you know, had all this money, had all these bitches, you know. You know, we're so-called great, you know, grabbing people's females, because that's also what a lot of these celebrities do, you know. They see somebody with his female, and then they take their female because they are rich, and those females, they like power. You know, they have also a bunch of stupid adulterous bitches, you know. They be like, oh, this dude got all the money, he can buy for me whatever I want, so I'm gonna, you know, I'm gonna go with him, you know. They've been doing those things, and where are they now? You know, a lot of them. They fall up, and don't. You also got to understand, a lot of those celebrities, they are not happy, man.
Yeah.
They got to do all kinds of shit that you don't, that you can't imagine. They got to do all kinds of shit against their will, for a little bit pocket money, you know. To be driving a fancy car, you have to bend over and stuff like that. When one of those old, wrinkly Amalekites calls you up, like, okay, tonight I will send a limo. I will send a limo. You can do those voices, you know. I will send a limo. I will send a limo to pick you up, yeah. You know, so then you know, we can do, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, but I'm with my wife now. Yeah, hey, you want that money? You made that agreement, you know.
Yeah.
I got the contract right here. Otherwise, they're gonna show that video. I'm gonna do it on internet where you were busy with that child, you know. Okay, so you better be ready, you know. In 30 minutes, the limo is gonna be in front of your house, you know.
I have to go.
Appreciate.
Yeah, man. You had something?
Yeah, man. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 73 and 12. Behold, these are the ungodly who prosper in the world. They increase in riches.
Yeah, that's true. Those are the ungodly. They increase in riches. But also Scripture said that gift destroy the heart, you know. They think that because they are in a good case now, it's gonna last forever. Ain't gonna last forever, man. The good case comes when the kingdom of Yahweh Ba'Sham Yahushua is gonna be established here on earth, you know. And then we're gonna be in a good case forever, man. This is nothing. All this shit, man. We have to go through the shit. It's hard. It's hard. I know it's hard, man. It's hard. Sometimes, you know, it's a struggle to get up, you know, to do the things that you need to do, man. Waking up, you know, the first thought that enters my mind is like, I hate this fucking life. You know? I hate this.
man.
Sometimes I'm like, slag, I'm complaining. We deserved it, man. But yeah, man, that's what it is, man.
Yeah, man. Sometimes you be like, fuck it, man.
But that first Edomite you see, that first one, just, man.
But that guy again at the job that always wanted to say something, you know what I'm saying? Hey, shalom, man. Y'all watch your Yeah, man, that's what it is, man. So yeah, man, for the love of money is the root of all evil.
Yeah, man,
Yeah,
the
man.
love of money. So Money is a defense. So like I said, there's nothing wrong with having a little bit extra money, but don't put your trust in it. If you start loving it, hanging on your money, you're gonna wake up in a rude awakening. There's gonna be a time to be like, okay, you wanna access your money, you gotta take this chip, you know? They're already busy with all kinds of rules, you know, like friends, for example, concerning the vaccination, you need to be maxed up, or you need a negative Rona's test, you know, in order for you to be able to do anything there, you know? To go to the store, whatever, you know?
Yeah, Israel already had that with the gyms and stuff, and you had these Amalekites complaining on the internet, man. But I thought that was the promised land, man.
Exactly.
I thought you were back in the country, man. What's going on, Playboy? I thought it was your country. It's blessed. You should be blessed, right?
Yeah.
It's the prophecy coming to fruition, right?
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
But yet you're crying, sighing and crying on the internet. Oh wait, or is that the curses? I thought you were already, you know, back in the country, so everything will be going swell, right? No more war. Well, that's how you see that's a bunch of nonsense, man.
Yeah.
These people are not the people.
Yeah, and they're still fighting with those Palestinians, man. Is that the kingdom? Is that the kingdom of Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai?
The Sodomite parade
Exactly,
of 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You know, it's an abomination unto the Heavenly Father, man. You're housing you're giving your streets of the Holy Land, you're defiling the Holy Land, and you're giving these Sodomites the whole city, Tel Aviv, to do their wickedness, man, and to televise it.
Yeah.
What kind of shit is that, man? So, for the love of money is the root of all evil. Back in 1 Timothy 6 and 10, for the love of money is the root of all evil, which, while some coveted after, they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows.
Yeah, man, they err from the faith. You know, if for example, the most I can, you know, you might think that you already made it because you understand certain things, but the most I can take away that spirit, you know. Then you go back in the world being a total buck out, you know, fucked up. It's gonna be worse than before, you know. That's also a thing that you gotta realize, you know.
Okay.
So, like I said earlier, it's a blessing already to understand this. That's already a blessing, you know. That's already a blessing.
But thou, O man of Yahweh, flee these things and follow after righteousness, godliness, faith, love, patience, meekness. Fight the good fight of faith. Lay hold on eternal life.
Yeah, fight the good fight of faith, you know. Like I said, sometimes it's hard, you know. It's hard to wake up. You already start to be like, fuck, I'm sick and tired. I hate this life, you know.
Yeah, man. It's a laugh, man. Yeah.
Yeah, but you know we still have to keep the faith, and faith goes into suffering, into patience, you know. So we have to be patient, man. Hey, this is the final stretch, and demons getting heavier, you know.
Yeah,
You feel it, man. The spirits get you wake up, you're already down, you know. You're feeling like shit. Shabbat shalom, man. Kana, don't worry about it.
Yeah, man, he's messing around. But
yeah, like I said earlier, Saturday is actually the only day that I wake up with a good mood, you know.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna link up with the brothers, you know.
And even sometimes when you wake up, you be like, man, these demons be on you, man, getting on you. You're mad, or the night before you're mad, demons fuck with you. But when you step into the shower, you're going towards camp, you feel these demons losing their grip because you're going to see the Akim, man. And with 2 or 3 are gathered, I'm in the midst. The spirit of Yahweh Shai is right there. These demons be trembling, man.
Yeah.
That's also what I've noticed a lot of times. Because these demons can put thoughts in your mind, they can vex you, make you stay vexed from the night before, And they try to cause division because these people in the streets, they're already done, man. Satan already got them, and they're asleep, man. They're asleep, man. They already done. They finished, man. Fork be in it, the fork be going right through it. They're done. They're done, man.
Overcooked.
Yeah, man. They're falling apart. They're done. For us, we are the ones that are the threat unto these devils, And they worship, Satan. They be like, these people are waking up, we gotta do something. Slice another few children, and that's what they do, man.
Yeah.
They showing you in the movies. praying, drinking blood, drinking semen, eating feces. They put it in the movies. You have people that rat on these people. Thine own tongue has condemned thee, man. It's your people that are tight with you that are coming out and spilling the beans on the internet, man. And some even, you have people that have videos, man. People talking on video about what went on, man. People on wax, Nowadays, everything's digitalized, but you know what I mean. It's on record, talking about the things that they had to do, man, because they can vent. So they have to put it as fiction, so-called, as someone looking from the outside in, so-called. Yeah, I know a guy that went to da-da-da-da-da-da, and then he found out that this and that, and the third happened, and then he heard the voice. That's them, man. That's them in the industry, man. Doing them rituals, being sacrificing to get that gain, man. Family members dying left and right. All before this, all it's the same color codes. It's everything. They put it in right in your face, man. Even with Peter de Vries, he died on the 6th.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. What was it? I forgot the thing,
The
man.
day that they got shot and was
Yeah, that he died on the 6th or something, man. But they put people out. They put people down, man. That's the thing. If I'm correct, he died on the 6th, man. 6 something. So at 6 or whatever. You know what they do, man.
Yeah.
They throw a 6 in there to show you, like, yeah, man, we got this dude, man.
Got it.
Got him. Yeah, man. So fight the good fight of faith and lay hold on eternal life, like you were saying this. Whereunto thou also, Salachia, little bit too enthusiastic. Let me take it easy. Read it again. Whereunto thou art also called and hast professed a good profession before many witnesses.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
You're called to do this, man.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we called to do this. We didn't choose it, If you were, like I said it many times before, if you years ago you would tell me I would be on the streets, be on the streets with the Bible, proclaiming the words of Yahweh Basham Yahushua, I would laugh in your face, man. Like me, man, I don't like attention. Now I am all over the internet, People on the other side of the world can see me, hear the words that I speak. Be on the streets in this crowded place, people doing shopping and stuff, chilling on the terrace and whatever, see us coming here every week.
Yeah, man. Let me see, I had some. Then we could go back to the Ezekiel. What was it? Let me go to the book of Colossians. No, 1 Corinthians. You can speak.
Gone. Yeah. So yeah, like I said, it's already a blessing to have the understanding. Nevertheless, that you have the understanding and that you are able to, edify others. That's already that's also a great blessing. Something that you do not have to underestimate. Underestimate. This is something. Just look at the people. Like I said earlier, just look around and see those people walking with face masks. You already know they are gone. Now it's easier to see, and a majority of our people ain't going to make it. They are stuck on stupid, beyond stupid. And they hate us for what we're doing, but we are showing love. We're showing you a chance of real salvation, not that bullshit that they've been teaching you in church. If the church is the place to be, how many times have you heard about people shooting down shootouts in the church? Start shooting there, stuff like that. They even been doing it back in the days. Right after slavery, Jake been going to church. You have those Ku Klux Klan, those races, waiting for church to be done, and start shooting at Jake. If church is that so, if you think that's the house of the Most High, why aren't you safe in there? How many times you hear about the hurricanes and stuff, fires, and the church get destroyed? Look what happened in France with the big cathedral. Cathedral, Look what happened that the whole fucking thing burned down.
Notre Dame.
Yeah,
they're
Notre
trying to
Dame.
burn it,
Yeah, man.
build it back up.
They had
You know?
millions in like half a day. They had millions
Yeah.
coming in from all people around the world.
Yeah.
And the people there were mad because they were like, now you have money.
Yeah.
What about us? What about the people that are suffering because
Uh-huh.
everything's getting more expensive?
Yeah, man.
You know, that's how you see that Esau's the devil, man. He'd rather have his places of wickedness built up than that he helps his own people, man.
Hmm.
You know, that's how you see that, you know, this man, he doesn't give a damn about his own, man.
Exactly, man.
He
That's-
doesn't, yeah. So
That's why he's japping up everybody, you know.
yeah.
Biden busy with his door-to-door, you know. I also saw a clip this week, you know, one of the brothers put it in the group chat.
From
And
Russia.
you see, huh?
From Russia.
No, but also here, also in America, how they people so-called, you know, like here they have the boss, you know, they go,
Oh yeah,
they go to people's door
Yeah.
and give them information about these jabs, and then they can receive the jab on the spot. And here they have a bus going like in Rotterdam, I believe also in Amsterdam, like the big cities where Jake is.
Yeah, they call it a spray can, basically, spite bus.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
Literally translated to the English is a spray can. And they spraying that poison up in you, man.
Yeah, man, they go to marketplace because Jake, you know, a lot of elderly Jake, you know, they like to go to markets. If I look to my mother, from time to time, you know, she goes to Den Haag, you know, to the market there, you know. People like those things, you know, buying stuff. You got all kinds of stuff, clothes, foods, you know, whatever you name it, you know, you can buy it there. So they be standing on markets. They know a lot of Jake people are there, and they got this information, this beautiful story about how great it is to be Jap, you know. While more and more people start realizing that they're being jabbed for nothing because, you know, like a while ago they were talking about like in the public transportations, you know, especially with the trains, you know, public transportation is still mandatory to wear that face mask, you know.
Yes.
But they say that more and more people stop wearing those face masks,
Yeah.
especially on the trains, you know, and that people think that they have the thought that when they are vaccinated, that they don't have to wear that face mask anymore. And they were saying that that is false information. If you are vaccinated, you still have to wear the face mask. Okay, why the fuck are you vaccinated for that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
man. You even had that meme. Some guy on made a clip, and you know, after reposted it on Instagram. And you had the guy that had a split like a conversation with himself, you know, playing two characters. You know, one that was jabbed up, and other one that you know was like, nah, I ain't gonna do it. Yeah, but you have to do it, you know. So why? You know, yeah, because of this whole thing that is going on, the C-19. But yeah, I said no, I don't want to do it. Did you do it? Yeah, I'm jabbed up. You know. So why? So yeah, you have to do it too, man, for the people. So no, it's like if you are jabbed up, are you protected, right? Yeah. So why do you worry about me not being jabbed up? You're protected from me.
Yeah.
And if you are jabbed up, you can still carry the disease.
Yeah.
So, or the
Virus.
C-19 virus. So what does it matter? It makes no difference. But why should I do it? Yeah, because the people say that you have to do it. You know, because of the makers, you have to do it. So people just showing how stupid this whole thing is, man. You know, straight up, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that reminds me also, like last week, this article, you know, about about how they, you know, because last week they switched, they took some things back, you know, so there was no, there
Hey,
was
spirit, man. Have a precept here, man. Salah you ain't done.
God. So they have like, you know, no more going to the club, you know, the terrace have to close like 12 o'clock, 12 o'clock in the evening, you know, so people, you know, they had 2 weeks of so-called parties, you know, festivals. There were a lot of festivals who were planned to come this summer. Everything is done, you know. It's not going like that. So there was one female. She reacted like, yeah, why? They said that vaccination is the way out. It seems like there's no way out. I'm maxed up for nothing, this and that. And there was one dude who commented, you know, a younger dude. He said, and because somebody said, yes, because of the youth, you know, they need to be maxed up. That's why we are in this situation now. That's because now you got the elderly against the youth, because they're saying this Delta variant. They say that the youth is spreading it. You know, that's what they're saying.
Say that.
So one dude reacted. He said like, okay, so you want the youth to be vaccinated while the youth don't even get symptoms or don't even get sick from this. So why does the youth be vaccinated? For what? For something, for a disease that does nothing to them, you know? And nobody, that dude, he didn't react on that because, there's no coming back from that, you know?
Yeah, man. Look,
Doesn't make no sense.
look, here I have an article from the 6th of July. And Hugo de Jonge, the Minister of Health,
Go get.
he said, yeah,
Yeah, man.
he said the following. According to the minister, the missionary minister de Jong, let me translate it because I can't translate here in the West. So according to this minister of health, which also is present when the weekly or when the rules are about to be changed, he is always there with the prime minister or the missionary prime minister Rutte to talk about the new basically developments concerning the C-19 and the rules. So according to him, the Prime Minister of Health, it was basically responsible or a good thing with the low jab numbers to give the youth their vaccination proof, basically their vaccination card, so they can take part in the horeca, is basically the restaurant, the clubs, etc. Because it would make sure that people will be running towards the jab. People will think about like, hey man, I need to get jabbed up too because I want to go to the club. Exactly what he was, the brother was saying. And even someone sent me this, like, hey, you were right. Look, man, this is just bizarre. How these people are. I said, hey, it is what it is, man. So the prime minister says it himself on video. On video. This is the mainstream news. This is even in the mainstream. So they're bold with it, man. They say like, yeah, if we give these people, the youth, the ones who take the jab, immediately access to the clubs and the restaurants and the terrace and etc., then it would provoke the other youth to come in for the vaccination, and so that they will. It's just like a fish in the hook with the worm on it, man. That's what it is, man. That's what it is. You're gonna be caught and slaughtered, man. That's what it is, man. You're gonna be fooled for this devil, man. That's what it is, man. So they just blatantly say what the whole thing was, and now the people are disappointed. And that's beautiful, man. And
people were crying last week and stuff when they last week or 2 weeks ago, the Friday? Yeah, but last week I believe, huh?
It was last week Friday.
Yeah, last week Friday.
Yeah.
yeah.
People were crying, they took back the rules.
The guy,
man.
The club was over there. Friday they had this, I call that this briefing, they had this briefing. And then the next day, so they had only Friday night to go to the club, to 6 o'clock in the morning. So Friday night they were able to go to the club, and the Prime Minister said, Mark Rutte said like, yeah, we have to do it like this because handhaving, police and stuff and the minions, they cannot handle it because it's going to be too much. Because if they would say like, okay, from starting off now, the clubs ain't going to be open, then they already know like Friday night, people be working all week. They've been looking forward to it because they already had they had like 2 weeks. They had 2 weeks to go out, so they already used to like, okay, what we're gonna do this weekend? They already make plans. And if they're gonna be like Friday, then hey, there would have been riots for sure.
There's a chance of rioting.
Yeah, man.
That guy in Utrecht that started crying. There was a video with you only saw the QR code, but you hear the guy interviewing him.
Yeah.
The young guy, and he was crying because he been 1.5 years. He been through so much, and this CV it's hitting him, and he was really
on the radio. That guy.
Yeah, it was on the radio
as well, man.
Somebody put it in the group chat. I don't know who.
I heard him on the radio, man.
It was crazy. He was crying. I was laughing. I was laughing so hard.
No, it was on the. It was a fragment that I put it in the chat, man.
You put it, okay.
Yeah. I was laughing, man.
He was crying, man, because he really felt it,
Yeah.
That's beautiful to see. Those people, they feel it, man.
Yeah,
this
man.
is your kingdom, right?
Yeah.
Why don't you enjoy your kingdom? Hey, when the kingdom of Yahweh Basham Yahushua is going to be here, we're going to enjoy the kingdom, man.
That's right.
The Most High said he's going to wipe away our tears, man. For the children of Israel, there's not going to be sorrow for us, man. There's not going to be sorrow for us. Can you imagine that? A world without sorrow? Man, this kingdom is nothing, man. This is their kingdom. They're suffering. They can do nothing. This guy been living 1 year and a half, this and that,
Yeah.
solitary shit, and the people locking themselves up freely,
Yeah, man. even in their own houses, separating themselves. My family members, man. Even my brother's wife locked themselves out from the rest. That's stupid, and it's always the ones with the big fucking mouth that come out looking the stupidest of all, man. The most stupid, the stupidest. Yeah, I said it. So, yeah, man. This is Proverbs 22, verse 3. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself.
Yeah, man. If the Most High put the Spirit on you to understand this, you already see this coming. We've been talking about these things that are going on for years already, you know. I remember when these things broke out, my ex came running to me like, hey, these were the things that you were talking about, right? Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah. First you were...
staat onder water.
Wat zeg je?
Limburg staat onder water.
Ja,
ik heb
Limburg,
gezien.
België, Duitsland. The
Duitsland.
most are jacking people up.
Ja, man. People drowning. Meer dan 100 doden al in Duitsland.
Amsterdam.
Is zo'n jouw was je zelf ook
Ja,
slechts
ook, ja, we
betaald.
zijn wel kapot.
Dan kan het doorbreken.
Ja. Amsterdam krijgt een speciale adjustment, oké. So a prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself.
Exactly. So if you have this understanding, you already prepare yourself on the stuff that's coming, you know. And like in the beginning, when these things happen, for us, basically it didn't change nothing because we are not going to festivals, we are not going to the club and stuff, you know. We don't give a shit about the Russ and stuff, you know.
No, man.
We don't give a shit about that, you know. The things that we go to our work, we go to the gym, and you chill with the brothers, you know. You do the works of Yahweh Basham Yasha, you make a video, you study. Basically, that's our life, you know. If you have your household, do some things with your children or your wife, you know. That's it. You're back. You're back. You bugger.
Yeah, man. But the simple pass on and are punished.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and that's what actually is literally happening here. We're standing here, all those simple people passing by and they're waiting for their punishment to come.
Yeah, man.
And Yahweh Ratasa, we're gonna be there with Yahweh Shai laughing at the pain that you're gonna be in, you know? Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, and that's also what's going on. Let me grab it in a minute. Because, you know, the prudent, the men, like the brother said, who have the spirit, the eyes have, you know, they see what the hell's going on, man. Even I was reading about the Apostle Paul, you know, getting the Spirit, the Holy Spirit. And it was like, you know, he got the eyesight immediately, boom, he was in the Spirit, man. He got that understanding, you know. So that's what the Most High has bestowed upon his men, you know, to be a light unto others that need to come into the house, so they can see the light from the outside and come into the house, man. Because you're that house on the hill, right? If you're on the bottom of that hill, and you see some light up there. Even when we were in Germany, man, you have houses up on the hill, you see a light there, and you remember, hey, you see, you're like, hey, what's going on there? So you get curious, you want to go there, you know? So how much more of the spirit of Yahweh Basham Yahweh Shai is upon you to be like, hey, you know, like we just read with the word dull, and you know, it goes into the lacking of excitement, you know, and not being interested. But if you have the spirit of the Heavenly Father to be interested in this truth, as soon as you hear it, you get happy and you want more, you know. So when you see that light, and Yahweh Shai is the light, and the light comes down from the Heavenly Father, man. And through Yahweh Shai, who is the light and the bread of life, you know, that light is passed on to his men, whom are given into his hand by the Heavenly Father, man. And none can pluck him out the hand of Yahweh Basham Yahweh Shai, man. Because the Most High is the ultimate power. So what you gonna do? You think you're gonna, you know, pull the elect away from the Heavenly Father? Hell no, man.
Yeah, man. And like your brother said, and people already know in the spirit, even if they don't know that you be preaching, you know, if you're walking somewhere, people already see, they see that you are different, you know.
That's right. That's right.
Without you basically doing normal thing. You be like, for example, you just be doing groceries. They see you in the store. They already see that you are different. What you just doing your groceries like everybody else is doing, you know. But they already see to the spirit. They see like there's something different about this guy, you know.
Yeah, man. I even had people telling me something you're different than, you know, you have something over you, it's different. You know, you can't place it. And I was like, yeah.
Yeah, and that's not the way like how Edomites like to talk to you, like,
No, man.
you are different than them, you know.
Yeah.
No, it's not like that.
Not
It's
like that. And this was also, you know, of course, you know, I heard it multiple times, man, from male and female. Some female you know, it was way back, man. You know, a few years back, not way back, but a few years back, I was already in the truth. And people see that you're different.
Yeah.
There's a different spirit upon you, man.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
You know. So, and Jake is already peculiar, already, you know, different in many ways, man. In our style, in the way we talk, walk, everything, man. We have a different vibration. And the funny thing is, when man, that's all the thing. But you see that these devils are really nothing, man. You know?
Yeah, man.
You just, I seen like the bottom, and you see the devils that you know, certain people that made big numbers, they end up at the same place, and you see that how stupid they are, and they ask you to help them out with writing letters or checking their letters, and when you read their letters, you know, when they pass the letter on, you read their letters, you be like, is this it, man? Nah, for sure. That's even not now for sure, but now it's another basically thing that fortified another proof that y'all are really stupid, that the system is really, if you read these letters, man, they have to apply for jobs, they have like this or like this. I'm like, shit is lacking, man. And not even, you know, the whole the grammar, the way they build up the sentences. They fucking dumb. They are the base men, the lowest of the lowest.
Yeah, man, it's true,
and
man.
when they read mine, they were like, hey, then my name get called, boom. Yeah, wow, this is a good letter, man. Hey, can you help me out? Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, man. And then you see, not to boast myself, but that shows you the Most High just put me in certain situations to see how stupid these devils are, man. You know? Don't worry, look at them, man. Look at them, man. They're stupid, man.
Like for example, in Dutch class back in the days, you'd be amazed, like how can he get a 5 or a 4, and he's a so-called Dutchman.
Yeah.
You'd be like, man, this is crazy, and you get like an 8 or a 9.
I had that.
You know.
I had that in it was 2012 something, man. 2012, 13. People were studying hard to get to pass this test. You know. How can I say it? It's HBO. It's basically.
Yeah, like college.
Yeah, like college, you know. Basically that. It's not uni, but one under that. So, and I was already like, I don't know. And then we had that test. I came in, boom, appeared. Came there behind the computer, boop, 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 done. And then they heard, hey, man, this guy passed the test. Boom, boom, boom. Hey, I feel. And one bitch was crying. Yeah, how can he's barely here and he get the test? Boom, 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 boom. It's not fair.
Yeah, it is.
She was crying that and telling people it's not fair that I made it, that I passed the test. But I was like, fair. You forgot when I entered into this shit. I already studied. That's one. And second, you know, this is your own language, man. How can you be so fucking dumb? Like the brother behind the cam says, man. You'll be amazed how stupid these devils are, man. They're really base men. But through the media and through radio, you know, which is also media, and all the things that you see around you, it's fortifying basically their position of so-called being the epitome of wisdom, of beauty. So you're gonna be, you know, affected by that, man. Until you like shove with your face in these you know, areas where these devils are, and then you're gonna be seeing, like, you're gonna be like, hey, look, and most be like, hey, look, you see how stupid these people are? Look, look, open your eyes, look. You see it? You see that stupid bitch? You came here and you passed it. So if you really did your best, you basically fucking ate that shit, man. You know, people were crying, man, and they lack social skills as well. They think that they will go to a school to get like these degrees to be social workers, that they are really good social workers. They have zero freaking empathy, zero understanding. They don't know life, man. And you always have people that, this bitch that was crying also, her sister was murdered and was on the news by her boyfriend. You know, she was all emotional, that's one thing. So she was crying. But you see a lot of people that have problems, man. This is an extreme example. But you have a lot of people that have problems that are, you know, going to these schools to understand what's going on, and then they go, you know, thinking that they can solve everything. And those are the people that end up burned out, man.
That's right.
Because they can't handle Jake coming to these bureaus, and you know, they have a different spirit, a heavy spirit, man. We are lively people, man. And it's too much for Esau to handle, so I can't come to work, I'm burnt out. I can't do it anymore. I think I'm gonna hang myself.
man.
Charlie, what's going on? We have to go to Charlie's house, you know? But yeah, enough ranting. To go to, yeah, man, these people are nothing, man. And now we are laughing at them because we see it's very joyous to see your enemy perish, fall apart, and lose his last hope into relieving himself from the stress that these devils are putting him under, man. Because these upper devils, so-called, you know, the ultimate satanic ones, they press down upon their own people as well.
Yeah, man.
You also see those countries standing up against each other. Now you got Merkel linking up with Biden again. And that's, I think that's also got to do something with Belarus, you know, because they also started went against him, but you know Germany was busy with this pipeline from Russia to get the gas from Russia to Germany, but they have to go to Belarus. So Europe was against Belarus because that thing that happened with that reporter, you know, they made that plane go down. So he already said like there's no pipeline going to his country, you know, and Russia is backing up Belarus. So what does Merkel have to do? So now she's backing up with Biden to go against Russia, you know. And she been going, because first she was against Biden, like no, Biden told her like, or it was Trump, it was even before that. Trump told her like, hey, you shouldn't, what you are doing is not good. Don't build that pipeline with Russia. And she was like, no, but it's good, it's better. The gas is going to be cheap and it's going to create a lot of jobs, you know, this and that's good for the economy, blah, blah, blah. And now you are not able to do it. Now you're going to run back to America, you know.
Yeah, man.
But that's but that's the spirit of these Edomites. You know how many times, you know, when we were young, you know, you got Edomites so-called there on your side and this and that. Then something happens, then they ready to be your opposite, you know, to be your enemy. You know?
Your adversary.
Yeah, your adversary. Kan, that's the word I was looking for.
Alles goed, jongens?
You know?
Goed zo, hou het zo.
Goed zo.
Zo is het leven. Viva Spanje.
Hey, the Most High brings an example right there.
Exactly.
I can't make this. Hey, I can't make this up, man. Totally bugged out.
Based.
I wanted to say something like, yeah, it looked like it could be better, but hey, let me just.
Yeah, no, that's what. Sometimes it's better just to say nothing. You know? Just look at it and enjoy the moment, and you know, it's a joyful thing, you know, to watch your enemy in like that, you know.
In his real mind state.
In his real mind state, exactly.
Yeah, man. Proverbs 29 verse 2, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn.
Yeah, and the people be crying, man. This is your fucking kingdom, right? Why are you crying? Why are you suffering in your kingdom? Ain't you supposed to be white privilege, you know?
Right.
You as a so-called white man, you're supposed to be enjoying life, you know? You're locked up in your house. You get your groceries delivered, you know? You're afraid to go outside, you know? Haven't seen your parents for a long time because you're afraid of the Ronas, you know? I don't want to affect them, you know? That kind of fucking bullshit, you know? FaceTiming with your family members and stuff, afraid to go anywhere, you know? This your kingdom, right? You can't live in your kingdom like that. You know, convincing yourself, being convinced to be maxed up and still understand that you can't get sick. But when I'm maxed up, I'm not gonna get that sick anymore. I can get sick, but not that real sick. You know?
That's some stupid logic, man. That's baseman mathematics, man.
Doesn't make no sense. Why the fuck are you maxing up? You're maxing up against something, but still you get it. And still you are able to pass it on.
Right.
Why the fuck are you maxing up then?
Yeah, man, it makes no damn sense, man. And I can't even call it mathematics, because mathematics goes to amat, which means truth.
Right.
You know,
Yeah,
math. And you know, mathematics, amat, it goes to truth. And it's these devils, man. They're a bunch of idiots, man. This is Proverbs 21 precept, verse. Let me see. Hey, it's funny, man, because they look like a bunch of alcoholics and junkies.
Right.
Yeah,
Let me read
what's a
it.
perfect couple? Beautiful.
He that loveth pleasure shall be a poor man. He that loveth wine and oil shall not be rich. And this man looked like a straight up bum in his own kingdom, man, in his own kingdom. But let me jump down into Salakia. It was Proverbs, let me see, 21, verse 13, a little bit up. Whoso stoppeth his ears at the cry of the poor, he also shall cry himself, but shall not be heard. And I wanted to pull this, you know, if you want to speak about yeah, I wanted to pull this because, you know, the devil, now y'all crying, right? But, you know, there's good news and there's bad news. Basically, it's all bad news for y'all, it's good news for us. The first is, you know, your elites, they're going to be crying as well because they be like, you know, we don't care, no. You're going to